All right, family. Black Power is the true power with General Cyrus Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Cyrus Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. We got memberships for the family, link right down in the video description in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Cyrus Seti YouTube page, General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website on Teachable. A lot of dynamic curriculums will be uploaded, certificate programs and courses. The first one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, just for the brothers. It was designed by the General. It's a potent program for the brothers, and none like it. I want you to get over there and check it out. It comes also with the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable once a week. We sit down and we discuss very important information pertinent to our growth and development. Get over there. We got also coaching calls for the brother from the General. You need that lifeline. You need that one counselor that you can call that can get you the answers you need. Check it out. The General the coaching calls available for the brothers. Get over there. The link is in the video description. Check it out. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Cyrus Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out the catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. Over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General. Classics upon classics upon classics. No other website, nowhere on the planet with that much information so potent. You should become a member today. Everybody knows that he got the most poppin'est page on Patreon. By far, 500 exclusive live streams only to be seen on Patreon. Everything is exclusive. Everything is fresh out the pack. Everything is dynamic. Get over there and get that work because it's waiting on you. To all the family out there donated to the General, thank you. Those that would like to donate, the link is right there on the screen in the chat, video description. Click it, donate. I thank you. I appreciate you. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Cyrus Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Let me open up my comments because I haven't. I've just been dialoguing. Could the world unite against America in a World War III scenario? Because you can see where Donald Trump is going. He putting tariffs on everybody. You see, yeah. You know, that motherfucker like Denzel in Training Day say, I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. I'm putting tariffs on all you motherfuckers. Everybody getting a tariff. You see, motherfucker fuck around. Mama woke up this morning, she had a tariff on her ass. You see what I'm saying? Goddamn Trump put a black power. Yeah, Trump put a goddamn tariff on his own mama. You see what I'm saying? So he don't give a goddamn about nobody. And could this unite the world? And they, like Ray said, I seen you, Ray. You said they already have. You see, they already have, but they still, love the culture of America. You see, they still love the culture of America. They very well may not like the politics of America, but they love the culture of America, which is us. You know what I'm saying? It's a dynamic culture, even though it's diminishing because we won't rise to our highest ideals. You know, we got our babies is killing each other in these streets and these raps. Our brothers and sisters is on the lowest frequency, and so it's still a dynamic, but it's dwindling. it ain't gonna is weakening, and we need to rise to our highest ideal. But we have to look at this, that a lot of people's is trying to unite it against the United States. And what they're gonna do, first they're gonna unite economically. Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna work, but you can see that the world most definitely is changing. It's not the same world it was before Donald Trump got into office, but a lot of the issues were still the same. It was still the same. It was how they gonna deal with it. Yeah, we were still in a proxy war with Russia. Yeah, the Israelis been over there forever, warring with this. So it's a lot of old shit, but it's a lot of new shit too. And so these tariffs, and a lot of countries is upset about the tariffs. They say they're gonna fucking they're gonna put tariffs on the United States. So you got to is you gonna believe Trump when he says that these tariffs are the best for the United States, that jobs is gonna come in, that the United States is gonna flourish? We'll see. But it's a lot of people around the world talking shit, and they might get froggish. They might feel, they come together and start forming blocks on the nation. You got the BRICS, and a lot of people might choose to go in the BRICS, and things of that nature. And a lot of people, the dollar is still the international currency, but a lot of people might start to come about the dollar, weakening the dollar even further. I don't know what their thinking is on that. I really don't care at the end of the day, because what do we have at stake? We the little 1%. When we think about it, I keep bringing this up to people. You got this 1%. I did the rundown on how the wealth is shared. You got 1% that got damn near 50%. No, well, it's the 1% and the 0.01%. The 0.01% got damn near 20-something% of the wealth. And then, with you got the 1%, they got damn near 50%. So between the 1% and the 0.01%, they got damn near 75% of the wealth in the United States. You see? So this is when we get to talking all this tariff shit and nigga. Let's get this shit straight. We ain't got a lot of stock in this shit, like that. Yeah, you didn't build it up. So you look and you think that because, you got, it's your own ingenuity, but you have not realized that it was your ingenuity. So you look at this man like he didn't did this for you. You understand what I'm saying? He done gave you a house to stay in. And these motherfuckers was coming up out of Europe, just coming out of cesspool civilization. They was still, they didn't even have no plumbing and shit or none of that. They was just, pissing and shitting in a bowl, throw that shit out the window. Motherfucker walking by and shit, and motherfucker get hit in the face with some shit and some piss and everything else. You know what I'm saying? They just throw the shit out the window. They didn't have no running water and no toilets and shit like that. That's where the diseases and shit was coming from rats and shit. Not having, knowing how to, and I'm just saying this so you can understand, because you thinking that somehow you didn't, this is you. You thinking that you can't do this without the man. You see, you thinking you can't do it. And that's he didn't crippled your mind. So I want you to discard those lies and wake up out of your slumber, wake up out of the coma of ignorance that you in. You see, and understand that ain't got nothing to do. So this little percent that you got, why you gonna be in some shit like that, knowing you come from greatness? You see, knowing, that's why I don't tie myself. You got to be able, because see, the thing is that motherfucker. Let me see if I could get. Let me see if I can upload this. There it is. I don't want nobody to get y'all. You need to see this. Let me see if I can upload this picture right quick. Okay, that's pretty decent, Mega. Let me see if I can get it over. Okay, there you go. Okay, I got it. Let me see if I can upload it. Let me see if I can upload it real quick. What is that? Okay. Images. Let me get it up here for you. Wow. Why is it not doing that? Hold on. Oh, that's right. It got to be a PDF. Let me see if I can do. I'll do this shit in real time. Let me see if I can save it as a PDF. I need it so y'all can see this shit. Okay, it went up. Okay, let's see. See if I can get it in there. There you go. There you go. Damn, I couldn't get no better picture than that. That damn thing so small. Damn, they can't make it no bigger than that. Well, anyway, I wish you could have did better than, but that's all right. You can see him right there rolling that goddamn ball up the mountain, and that motherfucker curse, Syphis. And when he damn near get that motherfucker to the top, that motherfucker roll right back down. You see, roll right back down. We ain't got no more time for this. You niggas with all these bright ideas, you niggas come and that's why we got to have a multiplicity of ways in thinking. We can't have no myopic way of thinking. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to, I'm telling you, man, and I don't like that because it's so small. It's so goddamn small. I wish I could have got a better, I wish I could have got a better picture than that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to throw that motherfucker in reverse and go up another road. You can't have no motherfucker have you stuck in no one goddamn way of thinking where you ain't got the opportunity to goddamn throw that motherfucker in reverse and go down another road. This is what's wrong with a lot of people today. They want to trap you in one box, one way of thinking and shit. And when the shit hit the fan, they gone and you stuck looking stupid because you done burnt down all your bridges. You know, you didn't burn down. It just put some policies in play, nigga. But you got to be able to throw that motherfucker in reverse and pull out of there. And if shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You gonna roll the motherfucker up and then the motherfucker, no, this motherfucker, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This shit don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? You know, let me have more than one way, you know, to make this shit pop. Let me have let me have 2 or 3, 4 or 5 more roads that I might could go down to get to where I'm going. You see, yeah, I got a main ideology, but there's nothing wrong with having, you know, some alternative ways to get to where you going. If it's about black power, then it's about black power. You know what I'm saying? But don't let nobody trap you into no one way of thinking. You see? And I'm not saying, you know, going outside of your frame of reference. You see, I'm not saying that either, but it's more ways to get to where you're going than a lot of these myopic ideologies that niggas got out here today. You see, and that's the reality of that. We are looking at you know, a possibility, you know, that the world is going to team up against the United States, and this shit could get ugly, and it's going to get ugly. It's going to get goddamn ugly. What do you intend to do about this shit if it escalates? You know, and it will escalate. What do you intend to do? A lot of black, and we're going to talk about this for our FBA. You know, do you realize that this motherfucker is on his decline and could fall any day? You see, it could fall any day. You put all your eggs. Is there anything outside of the, you know, going to these people asking for? Is it 400 years the debt been due and it ain't been paid? You understand what I'm saying? And I tell people, you know, I look on. I'm on both sides of the spectrum. You know, I wouldn't give niggas shit neither. And why do I say that? Not that we are not owed it. This is your enemy. You think your enemy, and he know you. You know what he did to you. You didn't. This man did all these things to you and to your ancestors and to your foremothers and forefathers, and then he gonna give you wealth so that you could use that wealth. You understand what I'm saying? To bring about his demise. You think he gonna do that? You think where in history has that ever happened? Where at? I ain't never known nobody to do somebody wicked like that and then empower them and give them something. I've never seen that. And so I don't expect it. You know, I'm not that guy, you know. And do we owe it to us? Yes. But more times than not, when a motherfucker owe you something on that level, you take it. You don't motherfucker expect that he gonna give it to you. You don't expect you take it, but you niggas ain't got no nuts. That's what the reality of it. You know, we can't do that, but you'll go right out there, kill your brother. Goddamn murder rate is through the roof. I can't do that. No, bitch, nigga, you can go out there and kill your family and pillage your community. And then when it comes time to stand on liberation, then bitch, nigga, you ain't got no nuts. So that's the reality of that. You know, if it's for the ultimate liberation of the nation of our people, we should be willing to do. You gonna lay in it as men and dwindle, and it's unmanly to ask another man to relinquish you from your misery. It's unmanly. I think that might hurt. I think that might hurt a lot of motherfuckers. I think that might hurt a lot of motherfuckers. It's unmanly to ask another man to relinquish you from your misery. You feel me? You got to rise up and take what's yours. And that's how it's done in the real world. We need to do that. And ultimately, that's why we need definitive black manhood. That When I say definitive black man, it's the answer. We don't look for no answer outside of ourselves. We are the answer. Black manhood, definitive black manhood. I don't give a fuck what problem it is in the black community. What's the answer? Definitive black manhood. That's the motherfucking answer. You can go down the list. It could be 100 motherfucking questions or situations. And I guarantee you that the definitive black manhood, it'll be the answer for every motherfucking, it's the only way. It's the only way. Everything else is smoke and mirrors. Well, you got definitive black manhood, just like the sun. And every planet is rotating. All the planets will come back into orbit. You see, they'll come back into orbit. All the planets now, they're everywhere. You know, there's no centralized sun. You know, when you get a centralized sun and it builds that gravitational pull in the universe, everything that's aligned to that sun, it'll fall into orbit. God damn it, until you get that centralized sun, nigga, you gonna have 100 and 1,001 goddamn dilemmas that you ain't got because you're not willing to do what it takes. You see? So we don't give a goddamn, you know, the world very well could unite. You understand? Against the United States, unite against us. Shit. I mean, what the fuck? They don't, you know, a lot of them might unite against us. They don't see us no different than nobody else. You see? And so we have to be prepared for whatever the world may throw, you know, at us, regardless, you know, we're not so affiliated to that extent to what they did. The Neanderthals did to the world, but we are part of America. And so a lot of people feeling some kind of way still very well may treat us the same way they treat white Americans and shit. So we got to be prepared for all that, you know. And so, yes, it's a possibility that the world could unite against America in a World War III scenario. It don't look good for them. If motherfucker, cause they got something for something for every one of them. I'm laughing, but it's real. So I say that they might get froggy. God damn it, but you know. You know, they gonna pick one or two of the motherfuckers and make an example out of them. It motherfucker be on the phone and like, well, you know what? Maybe we can work this shit out. Maybe we can work this shit out after. You know what I'm saying? I was about to unite against you until you did that to that nation over there. You know what? I think I'd rather work this shit out, you know? And so, yeah. Let's keep it 100 out here, family. Let's keep it 100 out here. Let's get together. Let's get to work, family. It's on us. I want you to subscribe right now. Guarantee you be inspirational for us in your daily affairs. Subscribe, hit the like button, share with your family and friends, and you know, stay with the general and locked in and elevating at all times. You feel me? Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.